But something unexpected happened. Unexpected was, see, people have this very strange power of embracing something. If they feel this is good, they will embrace it with a sense of, what I say, not with a proper sense. There will be a madness in accepting something. For a long time, the masses were suppressed. They did not have access to knowledge. Somebody was controlling it. The church most of the time was controlling who should get what kind of knowledge. Suddenly they discovered that with printing press and a mass production of books, anybody who wanted to learn something could get that. The gates were opened and there was a flood. Suddenly knowledge explosion happened without control. This is a problem. We are seeing that kind of explosion with the internet. And people get confused. Suddenly, when internet came, I think all of us, we have started our lives without internet. We didn't start our life with internet. Internet came to us after a particular point of time. So I think we can still make sense of it. But there will be a generation which will be coming in next 7-8 years who will start their lives with internet. For them, if something is not in internet, it simply don't exist. You will see that mentality coming in. And then we will have problems. Now I think we can still make sense. For example, if I search my grandfather's name in internet, nothing will come out. That does not mean that my grandfather didn't exist. But a future generation will not be able to understand this. Their worldview will be shaped by internet. So that's what happened with printing press also. Suddenly, because there was this printing press phenomena, everybody started asking for more and more books. And suddenly, people discovered that there was a business value for doing such things. If agriculture commodified land, printing press commodified knowledge. And as all of you know, commodification is the first step towards commercialization. That happened with printing. So printing press did two things. One, it opened knowledge to masses, good. And if you see the timeline of revolutions, every revolution happened after printing press came. It is not a coincidence. The era of enlightenment happened after printing press. After people began to have knowledge about the world outside their territories. The same phenomena you can see is happening today in Tunisia, in Egypt, in Lebanon. Tax freedom. This always happens. History is a witness that whenever people are empowered with knowledge, they want to take things in their hand. That is why people who are in the power fear such technologies. Even at that time, there was a panic set among the rulers and the church who were working mostly together. The people are getting knowledge in their hands. Something should be done to stop this. Along with it were the business people who saw money in this whole thing. So when these two things came together, an innovative form of control mechanism called as copyright emerged. So copyright emerged because on the one hand there was a panic set, and on the other hand there was business which wanted to make profit. So because of the, what should I say, the illegitimate connection between two powers, copyrights, which is very important for our latest. On the other hand, since the knowledge explosion happened, people suddenly became much more inventive. They became much more adventurous. They wanted to see the world. Then you see all these people taking the great ships and going towards the ocean trying to find new places. The era of inventions started. And in the middle of all this comes our first hero. Among the heroes that we are going to see in this class, first hero I will take up with my, because I am cutting short most of the stories which I wanted to say. I thought even after 15 hours maybe they will not be able to come to the point. Therefore I am cutting short all the stories which I wanted to say in the middle and coming directly to the first person whom I wanted to discuss in detail. People call him the father of computers. I personally feel he is the grandfather. Charles Babbage. We'll see him in a bit detail because I am very sure in our introduction classes of computers also you just mention he was father and then went for without actually understanding his importance. I feel since you are in the end of your study, long study rather, how many years have been